Good afternoon, and welcome to the very first episode of Chop It Up. I'm your girl, ROXX-A-MILLION, and I'm here with my daughter, Kayla. Today. Okay, she's going to be Kayla all day. And we're going to make some seafood dressing. So, tell them what we got, baby.
We have some cornbread. We have 2 boxes of seafood stock. Some chicken broth. We have 2 bags of Pepperidge Farm stuffing mix. We have the cornbread, and then we have the herb season. We have some oil. We have some room temperature butter. We have some minced garlic and some garlic paste, along with some crab meat.
And we have here chicken breast and chicken thigh meat that I stewed. We have some clean deveined shrimp, and we have the Holy Trinity over here, which is the bell pepper, the onion, and your celery. Also, we're gonna use the oil to melt the butter, to keep the butter from burning. And we're going to use some black pepper, which is a tablespoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons, which is the same, of ground sage, 4 teaspoons of the garlic powder, and we have Southern Blend poultry seasoning, the classic poultry seasoning, as well as Old Bay. Right here I have some oil in the bottom, and I'm melting the butter right now, and I'll be incorporating the crab and garlic to saute it in here. I'm going to incorporate the garlic in here. As well as the garlic paste. I'm just going to do a couple of circles around in it. That'll give it that nice garlic crab flavor that we're looking for. And I'm going to add some the Old Bay in this part as well. Okay, and then I'm going to add the shrimp. Shrimp's only take a few minutes to cook. So I'm going to add those in there. Black pepper and garlic on in this portion as well. I'm going to put half of the black pepper in right here and half of the garlic in this process, the garlic powder. And we're going to let this cook into the shrimp turn pink. And that part, after that's done, we're going to saute the Holy Trinity and put the some other the seasonings in. I'm gonna put a little Crisco on the bottom of the pan because I'm going to now saute the Holy Trinity. Some of you may like more or less of the celery and bell pepper. I'm going to add the other tablespoon of the garlic, the black pepper, the Southern style poultry mix, some sage, and the Southern style poultry mix. I'm going to incorporate that. It's already minced pretty fine, so we're just going to let it get soft. I have the crab and the shrimp over there waiting for everything to be incorporated together, but they have been sauteed and that part of the process has been completed. And if you like the bite of the celery and the bell pepper, you don't have to mince it so fine, but we like it to be, you know, not so bite-sized. That's why I minced it so fine. So this is gonna cook for about 7 minutes. You could take it down to low and just let it simmer until it's completely done, because we're not putting anything raw inside of this. Okay, so in this bowl I have the Holy Trinity, I have the crab and the shrimp, as well as the chicken breast and the chicken legs. I am going to add boiled eggs chopped because that's what we like in our dressing. Nothing that we incorporate in the dressing is raw. All our ingredients are completely cooked before we start the baking process. So I did add the boiled eggs in, and now I'm going to start incorporating cornbread crumbs, the traditional ones, the Jiffy, the peppered farm, half a bag, depending on how much you're making. And you like the dressing really wet, you know, you put it in the seafood stock according to your liking of moisture. We like ours pretty moist, and we let it cook back. So I'm going to add the seafood stock. I'd rather have more than not enough, and just put it in as I desire so that I can control the moisture consistency that I like. And you mix it in. And of course the breadcrumbs are going to absorb that stock pretty quickly. And then you'll add more. So I'm going to use the other the chicken broth. We don't use a lot of seasoning in our house, so if you want to, you could add seasoning to your taste. But you know, we don't do a lot of sodium here, so that's why we use the low sodium chicken broth. Oh yeah, that's looking good. And a little seasoning that I had left over of everything, I just incorporated in here to add to the flavor. Let me fix this glove. Got nails on y'all. It's looking good. And we add the chicken so that it can be meaty. You know, I like it a lot. We like a lot of meat. You don't have to add the chicken, but you know, we like chicken in ours, so that's just another level of flavor. I'm gonna add some more of these homemade breadcrumbs from the Jiffy Mix. All this seasoning floating around in the air. I have to make sure mix it up good. Making a mess now. Oh, I'm gonna clean that up, y'all. It's looking good. So, till everything get incorporated to like a paste consistency. That's before I put it in the oven. That's the way I like mine. Is blended well, and then it's gonna come out really well. Right now, you could preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and this gonna cook until it's dried out. So you're gonna have to keep an eye on it because it's according to how your oven is. You know, if you got a super new oven, it's gonna cook faster. If your oven older, it's gonna cook a little longer. But you want to make sure that it's dried out, but not completely dry. Chicken. So this looks about right, and I'm going to pour it into a baking dish, and I lined it with I sprayed some Pam in it to make sure it don't stick. I'm about to pour this into the baking dish, and we're gonna let it cook on 400. And after 30 minutes, you can check on it and let it cook according to how new your oven is. If your oven is new, it's gonna cook faster, and if your oven is older, it's gonna take a longer time to cook. And I don't want you to watch me pour this. This is the finished product, and man, does it look delicious. I'm gonna put me a slice of cranberry sauce on there, and it's gonna be all she wrote. Y'all stay tuned, because I'm gonna let y'all see me bite in and cut into this here. The dressing done. It's out the oven, and it's on my plate. I'm sitting in my office now, and we're gonna taste this together. But actually, we're supposed to start off here and not finish here, because this is where the chop it up part of the show gonna start at, here in my office. And you got time to listen? We're gonna talk about some good stuff. Definitely that life experiences, just being positive, living your best life, using your mind to create the life of your dreams. Bon appetite. I'm just kidding.